Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. Got this this shirt from it was a gift from Leighton Sheldon of Just Collect. It's the banana. I don't understand it, but I like it. So today is an Attic Find Friday. Back after I think just 1 week off of Attic Find Friday. I don't have enough to do them every single week, but I'm excited to have one today. We're gonna jump in. This is a really cool one. I have never talked about this set on this channel, and I've done like 800 videos, so it's kind of exciting, and it's a really cool find, really cool story, and that's the most important thing to me, is the story. So this is the story of a man, or actually a child at the time, named Morton Gottlieb of Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey, who in 1909 was a young boy and somehow had postcards. Now these are 1908 Rose Company postcards, and he received the postcards somehow. They were in his name and they were postmarked, but they were never written on and never mailed. There were no stamps on them. And he lived above Gottlieb's department store, his family department store in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, from the time he was 6 years old until the time he passed away in 1979. Now, Gottlieb's department store was built in the early 1900s, like right around the turn of the century, as a matter of fact. It survived, apparently there was a big fire in 1906, so it was there before then. And it is considered by many a historic part of Point Pleasant Beach. Morton, as a kid, collected these. He went on to become a charter member of Point Pleasant Beach's Fire and First Aid Squad in 1929. I've got a photo here of him. He's the fifth from the left in this photo. If you count over, you can see that is the only photo I could find of him, and I searched. Now, some of these details come from Sports Collectors Daily, as they often do, but they didn't dig into Morton's life like I tried to. Like, I found this little detail. His daughter, Stella, was a longtime teacher in the town. They are considered pretty important figures in the town's history. In fact, there's a museum in the town that shared the building with the Gottlieb building and has two entire boxes dedicated to the Gottlieb family. That's how important they are to this town. Now, Morton passed away in 1979. His last remaining sibling passed away in 1982. They closed the store down in the 1980s, and Stella, Morton's daughter, cleaned out the store and the apartment above the store, kept some things. She talked about how it was like going through a thrift store, except everything was new. Everything was so old, even in the 1980s. She said that she found wool bathing suits that were folded and never touched before, and still had 10-cent price tags on them. It's such a weird story, but she also found some postcards. Now, if you're going through a thrift store and they have cards in there, you should make sure they are protected well. And the best place to protect your cards is with the Pennysleeiver. Pennysleeiver's the best. There's no question about it. I have not heard anybody say these products are not good. In fact, everybody says these are the best in the market, and they have what I believe to be the best prices. And you can get them for 10% off using my code JWH2025, using the link in the description to this video. I have been using them like crazy with top loaders, penny sleeves, and graded slab sleeves. Link is in the description, 10% off using code JWH2025. So Stella, in the 1980s, cleaned out the house, cleaned out the apartment and the store, and in 2020-ish, early 2021, she was moving into a retirement community, and she's cleaning out her house, and she had all these things left from when she cleaned out the Gottlieb store building, and she gave them to her son, Todd, who looked through them, and he found these baseball postcards that he had never seen before, but he thought they might be valuable. He could tell that they were old, and they had some players he had heard of before, and he thought they might be valuable, and they were. And these were postmarked, at least some of them at least, were postmarked in 1908, so they were believed to have been acquired by Morton in the year that they were produced by the Rose Company, who commissioned photographer Carl Horner to do the photographs of these cards. Carl Horner also did the E107 Bryce Williams, W600 Sporting Life cabinets, T204 Ramleys, and the T206 whiteboarders. So pretty legendary photographer. Also did these 1908 Rose Company postcards. And in the set, there are 192 cards, 12 players per team, 16 teams at the time. And then they added 8 more players in 1909. Only 78 of these have been graded by PSA. Cy Young, one of the cards found by Morton Gottlieb's family that Morton had had since 1908. Pop 1 with PSA, 3 total. Sold for $36,000. Pretty good. Sold through the Collector Connection auction house, I guess. Cy Young, he was pretty good. Never won a Cy Young, though. Don't forget. Christy Mathewson. Oh, by the way, the Cy Young got a PSA 3. It was graded. All these were graded by PSA. Cy Young got a PSA 3. Christy Mathewson also got a PSA 3. These are the no team variations. Some of them have the team name on them. These ones did not. Christy Mathewson PSA 3 Pop 1 sold for $20,000. So now we're up to $56,000 between the two biggest cards. Imagine your mother is moving into a retirement community and she says, "Here, I've got this junk. You can figure out what to do with it." And it's 5 postcards and they're worth $60,000. There's also cards of Rebel Oaks, got a 3.5, Pop 1 also, sold for $1,400. George Schley, PSA 3, sold for $1,100. Al Bridwell, PSA 3, Pop 1, sold for $1,800. And Al Schweitzer, PSA 2.5, sold for $800. So, pretty cool story. Morton Gottlieb, the legend, held on to these for 71 years and did nothing with them, but kept them in pretty good shape to get a PSA 3 on most of these, or right around a 3. Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, he lived in this building for 71 years. Did they ever get moved? Did they sit in that same closet? They were found in a closet, in a box. Did they sit in that box for 70 years? A lot of the times these stories have, they moved 4 times and they survived hurricanes. They survived tornadoes. I had one video like that. This one just survived 70 years. Did it move at all? I doubt it. Probably just sat in the same box in the same closet. I know we've lived in our house for about 18 years now, and we probably have boxes that have never moved in those 18 years. Will we still be here in 60 years? I'll be 106 years old, so I hope not. But yeah, I mean, it's just fun to think about. That's all I've got for today. I'm hoping to do another video tomorrow. I have my not Attic Find Friday. I have my Clearing the Bases Sunday morning. I'm also interviewing somebody tomorrow I'm really excited about. I'll release that one probably Monday morning. And then I'm out next week. Will I have another video for you next week? Maybe. Probably not, though. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I will see you all very soon.